We asked everyone to come here today is to try to get our aging society in Tazewell County to understand that before you send the money to loved ones in a foreign country or someone you think's a loved one in a foreign country, before you give out your Social Security number or your bank account number to someone or allow them to do some work on your house, like we got a little bit of asphalt left, we'll do a paving job for you for $100. Contact the police department. You know, as a joint effort, you can call the sheriff's office, the Tazewell Police Department, the Richlands Police Department, the Bluefield Police Department, the Pocahontas Police Department, or the Virginia State Police. And we'll tell you if it's one of the new scams that we constantly keep seeing. Because once you send this money out, it's hard for us to get it back in the United States. Those that commit crimes in the state of Virginia, our Commonwealth Attorney's Office, which is Mr. Lee, we prosecute those because we can get our hands back on them. It's very difficult for people to understand that once you send the money, it's after the fact. We would like to help you so that you don't mail them $2,700 in a money order. During these scams, what we're finding out is people will be sending it at a Walmart and they'll actually be at another Walmart collecting the money. They're not out of the United States, they're just at another Walmart. So, you know, we're seeing more and more of this. Just in the past week, there was about $7,500 taken out of Tazewell County from our senior citizens that really couldn't afford to send the money out of the United States. So we ask everyone prior to sending this money, call your local police department, the sheriff's office, the state police, and talk to us before you wire that money to them, because it always will be wired to Western Union, MoneyGram, and the different things that we do see is lately, the one that happened Monday to my secretary's in-laws was they wanted her Social Security number, they wanted to give her a new Social Security card. So they rattled off a number, and it wasn't the number, so she corrected them and gave them the true number, and she also gave them the bank account that she had. So she gave them everything, but she called us real quick, and we canceled that bank account before they can clean it out. So we're seeing more and more of these type of crimes, and as always during the year, we have our routine scams that are the asphalters coming in saying for a small price, we'll gladly repave your driveway. We'll refinish your rooftop, make it nice and black, and then as soon as it rains, it washes off. And some of the other ones, if you didn't buy a lottery ticket, you didn't win. I don't care what you say, but they're coming out now where they're actually telling, please send us $250, we'll gladly send you your prize winner. If you didn't buy it, you didn't win. There's no way you can win it unless you buy it. What we're finding out that people that are in the scam business are going on Facebook and they can tell you what color house you live on. They can tell you every kid you have because you post all those pictures on Facebook. So, you know, you have to kind of back up a little bit and say, do I want to post this on Facebook where someone else can see it also? The internet is our biggest enemy right now. We do have a high-tech crime unit in the state police, and you know we could chase some of these down, but basically what we're chasing down is all out of the United States. Brian, you got anything else?
But it just always, we want people to remember, if it seems too good to be true, then it probably is too good to be true. The people that are committing scams are like taking our problems that we have going on in today's society and using that. People are calling up saying, well, you've gotten $200 worth of free gas. All you have to do is give us this information. People calling up asking, saying that you won the lottery, go to Walmart, buy a green card, put $100 on that green card, then we can get your lottery to you. So again, if it's too good to be true, then it probably is. And like Sergeant Fowler said, that's what we're here for, is for people to call us. We'll take the time out to check out who the person is calling, where they're from. A lot of times just us calling back a number that they called you from will tell us whether it's in this country, out of this country, will tell us whether it's a legitimate or not. We have a lot of people that like to donate or give to certain charities or things. And when people call them and say they're from a police benevolent association or something, people want to give, and that's good, but we don't mind, call us, let us check it out, and we'll let you know whether it's legitimate or not. But again, before you give any money or use your credit card to give out any bank information, call and let us check it out beforehand.
Dennis, as our Commonwealth Attorney?
Well, I'll just say, I mean, gosh, we've seen in this community every sort of scam possible. This time of the year, we normally had the paving scams where individuals would come by and primarily target our senior population, but not necessarily. My wife had a group come by and offer to pave our driveway for a very nominal fee. And she said, well, let me call my husband who's in the Commonwealth Attorney's Office, and the individual for some reason decided that they had another appointment they had to go to, and they had to leave that very moment and not want to be able to do the job. But, you know, always, as these gentlemen have said, verify. Another thing to be on the lookout for, you know, there's so much commerce over the internet these days with eBay and various other means in which to purchase everything under the sun, up to cars. If you're going to purchase an item that you found on eBay or another similar site, again, you need to verify that. We've had several cases in the last few years in which an individual or individuals have put photographs of vehicles and or other items on the internet for sale and had a price to send it to, a place to send the money to, and you know, some identifying information that turned out to be completely false, and money was sent, in this case, literally thousands of dollars to a individual on the West Coast who was basically just a middleman for individuals out of this country. And it was a flim-flam. They've been using the same vehicle to photograph information of this vehicle throughout the United States. Always verify, and for goodness sakes, as Brian has said, if it seems too good to be true, then it is too good to be true. There's no free lunch.
Yeah, and in closing and everything, we're here to help the citizens of Tazewell County. Call us anytime. All our offices are open Monday through Friday. They're not manned all the time, so Monday through Friday during the daytime, we're always there. The state police have a toll-free number. The local departments use 911. Call them, they'll get an officer to call you back right away. But allow us as police officers to help you instead of turning destitute where you don't have no money left because you send it to someone that just scammed you and everything. Everyone works hard for their money, and we want you to keep your money and everything.
And I don't, if somebody legitimately is asking for a donation for a charitable event, they won't mind to wait 24 hours till it's checked out for you to give a donation. So if it's something legitimate, they won't care for you to call back or say, call me back, to have time to check it out.
The ones that we just got from Dominican Republic here in Tazewell County, Harry asked me to remind you, is this one is where they go on Facebook and they say that it's a family member in jail. And what happens is it's going to even sound like a family member. They're going to go on, they're going to tell you what kind of house, they're going to tell you how many kids you have, by name, but then they're going to ask for a certain amount of money to go to a lawyer, to be sent by Western Union. And what happens is, Grand Supermarket's $1,000, so it's over $1,000. They had to go to a different Western Union, and yes, they did go, and they wired $2,700 overseas, plus it cost them another $300 some to wire it. They were in their lower 80s, but they just couldn't see a grandson, granddaughter, nephew, niece in jail out of the United States. And the actual person was in Tennessee at work that day. The sister called them after they done sent the money. They didn't call the sister until after they wired the money out. So it's happening. So we're trying to keep, you know, a little bit of money people have, we want them to keep their money because they don't need to send it to these people.